These are the Avantree Jogger Sports Bluetooth headphones. I've got everything spread out here to show you what's included in the box with the headphones. You've got the headphones here. They provide you a pouch for the headphones, 3 pairs of the regular on-ear type cushions here, as you can see. They also provide sort of the semi-in-ear type cushions. They give you 2 pairs of those. The warranty card, the instruction booklet, which is decent, and the USB cable. They kind of describe these headphones as kind of in-ear in the instructions. They call them, like, they say there's in-ear drivers. And these are not in-ear headphones per se. They're kind of an in-between kind of design that are kind of on-ear that fit kind of on the edge of your ear canal. And you could put these little sort of directional cushions that kind of partially go in your ear canal, but they're not really true in-ear headphones. So it's kind of an in-between kind of design, maybe a little different kind of design. But you know, the one thing that's kind of odd initially with this that I noticed is with the charging cable. Instead of using the USB to micro or mini USB plug, they go with a USB to like mini earphone jack or mini auxiliary jack. I'm not sure why they did that as compared to what tends to be the standard, where most Bluetooth headphones these days use the mini USB plug on the other end. Really don't know. I just thought that was a curious choice. It's not a huge deal, but a curious choice, nonetheless, for me. I paired this with 2 different phones to try it to see how well it paired. One of my newer Galaxy S4, then I have an older Droid X2 that I paired with. Pairing was easy with this. It's quick and painless. You just hold down the multifunction key, which for this headphones, each of these designs on both earpieces has a purpose, and in this case the multifunction part is this big one in the center. You hold that for 10 seconds and it'll start flashing on the LED here, and it'll easily pair up. Again, like I said, they make use of the design. I've seen some others that have fancy designs on them that don't make use. These actually make use of the design, with one side having the volume controls here up and down. And then again, this is the multifunction button and the forward and back buttons. So I like that design. It makes it simple to find what you need to find on the headset for use. So I think that's a good way to use a design on a headphone that blends in, that you can still use and be functional as well. Charging for this took about 2 hours initially. The battery life is pretty good for a headset in this price range and has really good talk time and standby time. The range itself is average for this type of headset in this price range, so that's not too bad. The phone calls, as I always do with these headphones, I test the phone calls. Clear on both ends, sounded pretty good for a headset in this price range. No reception issues. Music-wise, I streamed music from the internet on my phone and music I had saved on the phone, and these sound fairly decent. The music's very clear, and one good thing is that high volume, the treble is not too high. I've had headphones you turn up the volume and the treble is just way too high. This is surprisingly even. Now that's a good and bad thing. The music, the treble, mid-range, and bass is very even, and that's both a compliment and a detriment. It's a compliment in the fact that it's not way out of proportion with all the different treble and mid-range and bass, but it's also very even in the sense that there's nothing that kind of stands out when it should stand out, and the bass is not punchy. It's very even with the rest of the music. It doesn't sound bad. It's just a little even. And if you're looking for a little bit more of a audiophile type experience or a punchy bass, these lack that type of sound. For me, the big thing with these are comfort. I have a problem with a lot of headsets being comfortable, especially in-ear headsets. And although these are kind of in-betweeners, they're not really an in-ear, they're not an on-ear, they're kind of sort of in-between. It didn't take long for this headset to hurt my ears, and I'm going to kind of show you what it looks like up front here on the inside here. These, I've got one of the the cushions that kind of direct it into the ear canal, and I've got without it that you could put the regular cushions on. These just weren't comfortable for my ears, and again, I have problems with headset design being comfortable. I have a hard time finding a set that's comfortable on my ears, but the way these were felt on me were just very uncomfortable after a short period of time, and not a good fit for me. For other people, these may work for you or other people, but I mean, I suggest trying them, especially if you're like me and you have a hard time finding earpieces that are comfortable over a long period of time without hurting your ears or your ear canal. I suggest, make sure you proceed with caution if you decide to try these headphones, because if you have those kinds of problems like I do, you may end up being uncomfortable with these as well. Overall, though, these paired very easily. They work pretty good as a phone call headset. The music part of it as a headset is even. Not that that's all bad, but it's it may be a little too even, and the music lacks a little punch like it should, both bass wise and otherwise. But the overall though, it has decent range, good battery life for this headset in this price range. But unfortunately for me, not a comfortable design. But even with that, it's got a lot of good characteristics. I still rate this 4 stars.